This was a no flex zone, and Jonathan decided to flex. I have no idea why. You know why? It was a great poem. It was a great poem. I love it. I met Brian a different way, and I'm going to kind of give a little bit of personal information because I'm no longer on the scene, you know. And you meet people who are supposed to be in your life for different reasons. I have 3 people that I admire that were incredible bosses, one of which was this guy named John Glass. He's a PhD. This other guy, Doug Wilson, who was one of the greatest guys I've ever met, and this other guy now is Henry Darrington. These are 3 great men that I have had the pleasure of being my bosses. Well, Doug Wilson, in all his glory and knowing all this, invited his frat brother to come down and do some poems. And he did a poem. And from that point on, I was like, man, Doug is cool, because he's like walking around with bean pies and bow ties. Anyways, bean pies and bow ties. But I thought this guy is cool, and I kind of had been here for a couple of years and didn't know anybody and didn't connect to anybody or anything. So I went to Neo Soul on a whim because I had a friend, Nicole, who had a crush on Brian. And so she was like, you write poems, so why don't you go with me and write a poem? And I was like, oh, you know how I am, I'm weird, I'm a loose. Awkward black girl thing, you know, people don't get it. So, but I went. And I met some incredible people. The first people I met, June Mason, Herman Mason, Brian Francis, K.A. Williams.
Oh, God.
And so, in Love Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
Love!
And, of course, Mr. Unstoppable, Mr. Haiku. I cannot forget that night, Brian. Unstoppable.
Oh, my God.
But at any rate, I digress.
Brian.
So, Brian did this poem, and I tried my best to memorize it, but I'm a state worker, and I have been traveling for a very long time, so I'm tired, and the bartender's great, tipping. She asked me stupid question number 9.
Come on. What?
Do you ever think you could love me as much as you love her?
Huh.
Then she had the unmitigated gall to ask me stupid question number 10. Brian, do you think you can give to me as much, if not more, than you gave to her?
I love the hand on the hip.
I paused. I thought. I was stunned that she would ask such a stupid ass question. I mean, did she really want to know the answer? Did she think I was crazy enough to give her an answer, or was she crazy enough to accept the answer? Because women, you know how we do. That bitch is over in the corner. Do you love her as much as you love me? I heard you got her tattoo tatted on your heart. Are you going to get my tattoo tatted where everyone can see? So, I'm wondering. So I just shifted. And I shifted into silent mode, praying that she would get the hint so that we can move on. But then she gave me that look. You know the look. The one that says that you'll never get a peace unless I get some peace, or you'll never get a moment of peace until I get an answer that I want. Realizing that I could get nothing out of this one, so I decided. I took a deep breath and I said, just before I collected my thoughts, despite how stupid her questions could be, she did not deserve an answer that would unnecessarily hurt her. But by the same token, she deserved, no, we both deserve the truth. Because anything less could ultimately hurt us and destroy any chances for us to have a future. So I embraced her hand in mine, looked at her in her eyes, and I said, well, you know how Brian is, so you probably kissed her on the forehead like you love John. You know how he does.
You know how he does.
I looked her in her eyes and I said, I can't imagine. Because, you know, hold on, kiss on the forehead.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine loving anyone as much as I loved her. She invaded every part of my life and filled every emptiness. But then again, I couldn't imagine loving anyone as much as I loved her. See, I loved her more than I could ever love myself. My love was deeper than I dreamed I could ever be capable of. Her touch, her smile, her presence took me to places within myself that I never been. And to her, she was someone that I could cry. I still remain a man in her eyes. In the morning, I would cry because she was, damn this context, because she was still by my side. And each night I cried, praying she would not leave. In her, I found a friendship born from more than childhood experiences. In her, I found a part of me that sparked the revolution in my heart. Then eventually conquered my every fear. So, you see why I hesitated to answer. And because he's a peacemaker, he kissed her on the forehead again. Because for me, it's just hard. It's just so very hard to imagine more. Now that you have your answer, where do we go from here? Do you become consumed with the love that I had to the point that you torment yourself and me into believing that I'm having an affair with my past? Or do you find solace in knowing that as a result of the love that I had with her, that I now have a greater capacity for love? And now I have a deeper appreciation for what love can be and can do. And I think about it, you and I, standing the beneficiaries of our love experiences, and she is no longer part of my life. She is no longer in my life. She is no longer in my life. That space, that place, that universe is reserved solely for you. So, I hope you understand, as I do, that what I had with her was unimaginable, but I discovered that the unimaginable was possible, which means that the prospects that I have for our love,
Forehead kiss.
our love,
Oh, man.
No.